What's up? What's up? Sports fans, you are now tuned in to the boys, Picks, Parlays, and Poison. It's me, your boy, Parlay P, chilling with my brother from the fifth floor over there. What's good over there on your side, B Mag?
Man, I can't call it. Just sipping on that goodness. You can't see it, but I'm on that Jameson. Just cooling
Ooh,
tonight.
ooh, and y'all know how we like to start the show off. We gotta know what you sipping on. As you heard, my man over there got that Jameson, but you know with me, it's midday. It's game day. It's cane day, baby. You see it all
Yes,
over
sir.
in the background. This right here, this some of that lit. Ain't get me right. I'm about to go in there and lift the gym, baby. Get these gains. All right. Hey, quick recap. Your boys gave you another free play winner over there. We told y'all last night what was gonna happen in that Boise State game, that Smurf turf, and they got that work put to them. I mean, that game was over in the first half, man. I was looking at it. And then I just stopped, man. I just stopped. I turned over and started watching the Titans game. They made like a quick little run in the second half, but it was done with, man. That was an easy winner right there. That's back to back free play winners we already done gave y'all to start y'all weekend off right. So we're gonna jump into some action tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got some action tonight. My brother, on that first up on that lineup, we got a 7 p.m. game. FS1, Iowa versus Minnesota. Iowa going into Minnesota tonight. Both clubs are coming in at 1-2. They've been kind of disappointing so far, man. But what you got on this? Right now, I'm seeing the spread at 3. Some places it's 3.5. Iowa laying the points, man. What you got?
You know how I feel about Minnesota already, man. I had big hopes for them this year. Against the spread already, they're 1-2. Meanwhile, Iowa's 1-1. But I don't have any confidence in Minnesota right now. So I'm rocking tonight. I'm rocking Iowa -3. I'll probably buy it down to the 2.5, but I'm on Iowa tonight. I don't think Minnesota has the. I don't know. I don't think they have the fight like they need to have right now. So I'm gonna rock Iowa. They kind of had a couple letdowns so far, but I think they get it together tonight.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. I think Iowa gets that cover, that 3-point cover, easy, man. And I'm basing this simply on Minnesota's defense, man. I'm pretty sure they got a couple of my son's flag football players on their defensive line or something, man, because they can't stop the run.
Right.
Save their life, man. Giving up over almost 240 yards on the ground, and that's a 3-game sample. That's not a joke. That's not a one game somebody went off. That's who you are, right? You
Right.
just can't stop it, man. They putting holes in that D line like fat girls in pantyhose, man. It is over there, man. So we ain't even got to talk too much about that one. We both like Iowa on that tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's move on to one that we may not see eye to eye on, man. And I know the people been waiting on this. I know they like y'all agreeing too much. So here y'all go. Tonight, big game, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, ESPN2. I don't know why they on ESPN2. This should be on ESPN. But we got East Carolina going into number 7 ranked Cincinnati. And Cincinnati is favored by 27.5 on some sites, 28 on other sites, man. I know how you feel about it. You know how I feel about it. So let's get into it. This is one right here for the makings. Let me hear what you got.
Man, all week I've been on Cincinnati, man. I feel like their defense is solid. Defense wins games. The last few games, they held Houston to 10. They held Memphis to 10. They held SMU to 13 with their high-powered offense. They held UCF to 7. Held Army to 10. But I'm on that contrarian tonight. I don't know, man. I'm gonna rock with these Carolina. I'm gonna buy it up to 27.5. That key number is 28. So I'm gonna buy it up to 28.5. Give me that 4 touchdowns in the hook, and I'm rocking East Carolina just off the fact that they stayed within Tulane by 17 at home. Okay. They went into Tulsa. lost by 4. They played Navy at home, lost by 4. They beat UCF by 20. And they lost to Georgia State by 20 at Georgia State. So I feel like Cincinnati's due a letdown. So I'm gonna rock East Carolina. I know what I've been on all week, but I'm gonna rock East Carolina 28.5. And that's the important part is that half on the 28. So that's where I'm at with it. I know, but
okay, so you want to pull that. You want to buy the hook on your boy, right? Throw it up there to 28.5.
I got to.
Oh, okay. But I'm gonna tell you what, it ain't even gonna matter, man. It is not gonna matter because Cincinnati defense is legit, boy. I told you how they get down, man. I'm telling you, they are like the mother hen of that crew in the club. Boy, you are not getting nothing on that defense right there. Man, look, you old enough to remember this, right? You remember there was a house party and you had Chauncey old ass going over there trying to hit on Jada, trying to get at her. And you remember what happened? Can't beat the brakes off his ass. And that's exactly what Cincinnati about to do to East Carolina tonight.
Yeah,
they about to whip it. They about to straight whip that. And I'm gonna tell you how strong I feel on it. Let's put a bottle on it.
What we betting?
Let's put a bottle on it. Let's go Jack single barrel.
Okay.
We'll throw some light. We'll throw some light on this one. Jack single barrel.
Okay.
Winner get that.
Okay,
and then you know what I'm sipping on. Hey, people, y'all already know what I'm gonna be sipping on tomorrow. You ain't even gotta ask. Hey, that's how we feel. I'm gonna tell you the biggest thing I take from this game is the same thing I said about Minnesota. East Carolina can't stop the run. They give up over 217 yards on the ground. And then you flip that, Cincinnati averages over 238 yards on the ground. That's a field day. My boy Dotes is going to carry that rock. Already got over 500 yards, 7 touchdowns. He about to eat, man. He about to eat like a broke HBCU college kid at a CC Pieces buffet.
You know where I'm at with it,
man,
but I'm rocking contrarian, man. I need that hook, though. I need that 28.5.
I feel you, man.
I need that 28.5. Anything under 28.5, I'm on Cincinnati. But that 28.5, maybe 29, I'm on East Carolina.
I might do some alternate money line, go 30 and up. I might do that. You did that last night with Boise, and we saw how that paid out.
Made a little money.
I might do a little Cincy 30 and up. Might look and see what that looked like on that juice right there.
Let's get it.
All right, let's move into another one. You already know what I'm talking about right now, baby. This one's gonna get me hyped. So I'm gonna let you talk, give your piece on it before I run all the time up on it, man. We going over the Saturday game, noon on ESPN. Number 9, Miami going into Blacksburg to play Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech is favored by 2 points. Speak on it.
We ain't even got to stay on this long, man. I'm a Virginia boy by heart, but I think Miami. I think this line is wrong. I think that they are giving Virginia Tech a little too much credit for some odd reason, and not giving Miami enough credit for another odd reason. But I mean, the key factor in this game alone is De'Aaron. So I was high on him in Houston. I still am high on him here in Miami, but I feel like at Houston he didn't have the weapons that he has now. So I mean, we ain't even got to stay on this long, man. I honestly, I'm taking, we are taking Miami on the money line. I think that they go in there and handle business, make a real statement for that New Year's 6. If not, depending on what happens, man. Depending on what happens with these next few games, if a couple of these 1 through 6 get a 1 loss, they might be able to sneak in there. So I think they go in there, they handle business. And Miami comes out there straight up with the win. I don't even need the points.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a disrespectful line for us to be underdogs in this line, in this game, I should say. But you hit it. De'Aaron King, that's the bottom line. We saw what happened with Virginia Tech last week against Liberty, who has a dual threat quarterback. And if you're telling me you're going to take that guy over King, you lost your mind, right? So the same thing is gonna happen. Same thing is gonna happen this weekend. Miami's gonna go in there. They're gonna feel disrespected. Trust me, Manny Diaz is gonna let them boys know what that line is, saying that how y'all rank number 9 in the nation, but they got they giving 2 points to Virginia Tech, man. And this ain't the same home field advantage that we used to, right? We already know, back in the days, Beamer ball. Yeah, back in the days, Beamer ball. Okay, I got you. But this ain't Mike Vick out there. This ain't even Marcus Vick out there. Hooker ain't nowhere near them guys, right? And De'Aaron is about to eat. He's about to do his thing. Hopefully, Brevin Jordan, big time tight end, will be back. It's gonna be trouble, man. As long as Carter doesn't get thrown out the game for targeting, because those refs, man, boy, they be hating on him. That boy bring the wood. But you're right, man. We ain't enough said. Hey, pick your poison on that. If you rocking with VTech, rock with VTech. Don't be calling me asking for a refund tomorrow on that one. All right, here we go. Let's move on to another game. We got another noon game on Fox. We got TCU, close to your hometown out there, going into West Virginia, coming out to the mountains of West Virginia to play. We got West Virginia favored by 3 points. In this one, over under is 45 in this game. All right, speak your mind, brother.
I mean, you can look at. You ain't got to take our words for it. Just jump on ESPN and look at it. So total yards off top so far. We have a 6-7 game sample size. You got 449 yards average for West Virginia, 396 on TCU. Defense is stopping or holding their opponents to 271 on West Virginia, and TCU is giving up 364. So just off of that alone, you got to rock with West Virginia. But I just think West Virginia's hungrier. They stole some money from us at Kansas State, so I'm still a little salty about that. But I think that they at home, TCU, we got that Rona running rampant in the DFW right now. So I think they go into West Virginia and get abused.
Okay.
So I think they took that L to Texas. They took that L to Texas at Texas. I think that they get refocused, and I think they go off here.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think West Virginia doesn't want to lose a third time to a Texas team, right? They already lost to Texas Tech. They already lost to Texas. They beat poor Baylor, but it took them overtime to get that done. So they tired of these Texas teams. But this one, they're coming into those were in Texas. This time they got to actually come out here to West Virginia. Big takeaway, like you said, you gave the numbers on the offense, but I think the defensive numbers is what's going to set this game apart. And with a small line like 3, I think they can cover that by at least a touchdown to push that over. All right, so let's move on from that game. Up next, we got a good one, man. I know this one you love. It's one of your little sleepers, one of your little dog picks. We got SMU going in tonight, and I'm trying to find the game. I can't find the game. There it is. SMU going into Tulsa, going to Oklahoma. And this one, I think we talked about. We think that they got the lines wrong on this one, so they got Tulsa favored by 2.5. Man, what you take on this one?
I get it, man. Tulsa is one of those sneaky nice teams that they can get you if you don't come in focused. But at the same time, they beat ECU, which is not saying a lot. They beat USF, which isn't really saying a lot. But they did beat UCF, which was a shocker before UCF, tightened up the chin strap and really got to it.
Right.
But at the same time, you got SMU that beat Navy with that triple option, by 24. 14, I'm sorry. Then you got Temple. They beat Temple by 24. So I just feel like SMU got the weapons. They are missing their receiver. I think his name's Richardson. Don't quote me, but they're missing their number 1 receiver. But I still think that they go into Tulsa. They're 7-1 right now, 4-1 in the conference. And if they're trying to make any kind of high visibility bowl, they need to go in there and show out. And I think that they do.
Yeah, I think I think the odds maker are giving Tulsa a little too much credit here. They've had some games that kind of got postponed and that kind of stuff. So you're really only looking at a small game sample on the Tulsa side. I mean, but enough to know who they are. I just think that the SMU offense is just too high powered. And with a line that is giving you points and you got a quarterback that can sling the rock the way they do, I mean, over 2,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, only 3 picks. I mean, hell, he outplaying Tom Brady, right? So
you should.
he's legit. He's a legit man, quarterback, and I think that alone will actually give them. I would actually favor them by 3 or more in this game. And if you're getting points, that's bonus right there. That's plenty of value, enough for me to take them. I would look at some money line action on that one as well, just like the Miami game, right? All right, so let's move on. Yeah. I think if you want to try to put one on there where you're getting some real juice, you get a parlay in there where you got Miami and you got SMU on there on some money line action. You can come up on something like that. All right. Anything else from that one, man?
No, I'm good on
All
that.
right.
SMU.
Let's move.
SMU dogs,
good on
they
them?
gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a dog. That's a dog pick there. All right. Hey, let's move on. We got some ESPN extended coverage games. ESPN 3. You got a 3:30 game kicking off. You got Texas State going into Georgia Southern. Texas State 1-8 on the season. Georgia Southern 5-2. Coming into this game, Georgia Southern is favored by 10 points. This is one I'm trying to Zeke Elliott on this. I'm trying to eat, baby. What you like on there? What side you like?
You already know, man. I like my guy Shy. My like
Word.
da-da-do, do-do. You know what I mean? Got that Shy going on, But I think Shy Words goes. He's at home. They 5-2. Texas is 1-8. I get it. They've had some decent games where they've stayed in the fight, but BYU dogged them out. Georgia Southern beat Troy at home, which I think Troy is definitely better than Texas State. I think Shy, just like De'Eric, is the factor in this game. As long as he stays healthy, I think they get him by at least 14. So that's where I'm at with it. Their defense is stronger on record, on paperwork rather. The Texas State is putting up more offensive yardage, but I think it's because they're getting scored on so much, so they're getting the ball more. So I think Georgia Southern at home. I think they control the rock. I would probably take them up to 14, 2 touchdowns, and I think they get. Well, I'm pretty sure they get the W at home, but I'd take them up to at least 14. Anything over 14, I'd be a little cautious.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I think you hit it with the yardage for Texas State looks better on offense, but it's the efficiency, right? So they're pushing out 475 yards a game, but you're only averaging just under 26 a game.
Right.
Where you look at the Georgia Southern side, they're averaging 330 yards a game of offense, but they're also averaging almost 26 points per game. So you see the efficiency is going there. And on top of that, if they're winning in these games, they're not necessarily having to, air the ball out a little more, try to, work it. And a lot of those games have been a little closer against some better opponents.
Right.
Those close games, they're going to run that ball and they're going to, milk that clock down, especially if they're going into a late last drive and they got the lead. They're just trying to put this game away. As we can see with their last 3 at home, they beat Troy by 7, which we talked about. To us, far superior team than Texas State. They beat South Alabama, who I feel is still superior to Texas State at home by 7. And then they beat the brakes off of UMass at home, 41-0, right? So I think you take that in consideration when you're playing at home and you got a quality quarterback. I mean, he's not having his best year, but he's still putting that work in out there.
Right.
So I think Georgia Southern covers this. I would say, yeah, up to 14. I wouldn't go over that. This line won't go over that because if you're betting it, you're betting it now. You're not waiting to game time. Catch it at 10. It may go up to 11. So I would jump on it now, lock it in. Georgia Southern. They're gonna put the work for Texas State.
Indeed. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Anything else on that? I like that shot cover, man. You hit the high notes on there.
Shoo.
Yeah, can't nobody sing like Eddie Kane Jr. But you over there
Yes, sir.
getting it.
They ain't come to see you.
Here we go. Hey, let's move on to some big time games, baby. Because big time players make big time bets, right? All right. Hey, we going over to Oregon. We got Oregon going into Wazoo. Washington State coming in 1-0 as well. Right now, I'm seeing the spread at Oregon 10.5, visiting Wazoo. What you got?
I mean, off top, you know, we touched on this a little bit on the last vid. Technical difficulties. We didn't get that to the people. But I think Oregon is too high powered. I think Washington State is still reeling from they draft pick quarterback leaving. So that was pretty much all they had last year was the mustache, and he's gone. So I think Oregon goes into Washington State. They get it done. 10.5. I'll probably take a little hit on the juice on that one, buy it down to 9.5. So a touchdown on the field goal, but I will be comfortable with them up to 14. I think they going to Washington State and get it done.
Yeah, I would buy the hook on this one. 10.5. That's just Vegas trying to mess with you because they know those key numbers in football, right? I would buy the hook just to feel more comfortable with it at 10. I definitely think Oregon is a double-digit favorite in this game and should be favored in this game. I'm comfortable up to 14. I could see it being 14 or more, but I'll go ahead and parlays just to not kill a parlay. I would go ahead and buy that hook on there. If I'm playing a single game, I'll leave the hook on there and I'll just take it at 10. I'm sorry, 10.5, depending on what site you get it at, right? But I like Oregon. I like what Mario Cristobal is doing out there. They have that next man up kind of mentality. They had some players that opted out for the season, work on the draft and all that. They had hands down the best left tackle in all of college football who opted out, but they just fill them right back in, man. They always have a high recruiting class coming in, so those players and that talent is filling right back in. I think, Washington State, they had Oregon State, so I mean, we really don't know what that looks like. We haven't had a full sample of what the Pac-12 is going to be, but we know what Oregon is, right? And we know these powerhouse teams in these conferences, they are who they are, consistently every year for a reason. And Oregon falls right there. And if Oregon, wants to get in the VIP at the end of the night, man, they're going to have to put up some big time wins and some very respectable fashion. I think this is one, a 7 o'clock game, so it's not one of those where Pac-12 can complain about it being on. Nobody's watching. People will be watching. It's on Fox. I think Oregon will go ahead and get the job done against Washington State.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Another primetime matchup. Now this one, we might not see eye to eye on. So this may be some entertainment for the people right here. We got a big time game Saturday midday, 3:30 game. We got Notre Dame going into Boston College. Right now, I'm seeing the line has been fluctuating between 14 down to 12.5. I think right now I'm looking at it as 12.5. Notre Dame favorite in that game. Number 2 ranked Notre Dame, I should say, favorite in that game. I'm going to let you give your take on this, man, because I don't think that we're going to actually see eye to
eye. No, I don't think we are, man. I think Notre Dame is due a letdown. I'm buying Boston up to 14.5 on this one, bro. I think Notre Dame does get the W, but I don't think that they cover. So that's all I got to say on that, bro. It's a red bandana game. You know what I mean? I think that Boston is a little fired up. after Notre Dame got that win on Clemson, and they're gonna try to make a statement. So Notre Dame, I think, gets a W, but I don't think Boston. I don't think Notre Dame covers that. What's it at 13 now? 13 and a half.
12 and a half, 13. Yeah, depending on where you at.
Yeah, I'm buying Boston. I think I got Boston at 14 and a half. I'm gonna ride with that. 2 touchdowns and a hook. I think Boston covers.
Okay. I can't rock with you on this one, my boy. I'm going Notre Dame. I think that they got a little taste. It's good, don't it? They got them a little taste, right? And I think that Clemson game is kind of pushed them into that limelight. And I don't think that they're gonna have that letdown that everybody's expecting. Now, what I will say is, I think the upset will come when they play against North Carolina. I'm hoping the upset comes when they play against North Carolina, because then that gets Miami right back in it, as long as we handling business, right? But that's just me being me. Looking at this game, I think what I saw from Notre Dame in that Clemson game, and we were on Clemson, right? We thought that even though Trevor Lawrence wasn't there, we thought Clemson still had enough to take care of Notre Dame. We weren't, really believing what we saw in Notre Dame, but they showed me something last week with the way they just continuously came back. Clemson, boom, scores late in the game, take over. What does Notre Dame do? Drive the field, go score. And it wasn't the typical Notre Dame, let's try to run and play deep. No, they aired it out. They actually let Book throw the rock a little bit. And here's the big thing for Notre Dame. Book, he takes care of the ball. He doesn't give that ball away. And that's the key. When you're not having all that transition, from turnovers and getting your defense, who are studs, out there on that field, I think that right there will prevail in this game. And I think Notre Dame covers that. I think they get at least, I think they can get them by 17. I'm comfortable with 12 and a half, 13. I'm all on Notre Dame on this one, man. I just think that their scoring defense is too good. And what I saw out there against Clemson, they did what Boston College couldn't do against Clemson. So I'm rocking, with the Fighting Irish.
Boston only lost to Clemson by what?
Man, look, I don't care what Boston College only lost to.
They lost to them by 6.
Okay, yeah, they lost by 6. Well, okay, we'll do the math. Boston College lost to them by 6, and Notre Dame beat them by 7. That's 13. Hey, quick math. That's 13, man.
Well, here we are. We're gonna find out tomorrow.
We're gonna find out 3:30.
Yes, sir.
So about 5:36 o'clock. We're gonna find out who actually came to play. I just don't. I don't like anybody up there in Boston, man. Boston, they be on that nonsense.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
College. Why, man? They've been around for so long, man. Why they ain't offering grad degrees yet? Why they still a college?
Ain't no y'all, bro. I'm not a Boston College grad. I'm just saying. I'm looking at the numbers. Man. I'm being that contrarian, bro. That's where we at with it right now.
I understand, man. I understand. Nothing wrong with being contrarian. I'm just still kind of confused why they still a college. So that don't make no damn sense.
Indeed.
Been around too long.
They need to be a technical institute or something. You know what I mean?
They be something, man. Give away some kind of postdoctorate or something, man. All right,
absolutely.
Here we go. We're gonna go into a lesser known game. This is a straight degenerate game right here. If you bet in this one, because this game comes on at 10:30 at night on Fox, and we got Utah going into UCLA to play the Bruins. All right, here we go. This is Utah's first game of the season. UCLA lost last week to Colorado, 48-42. So the line right now I'm seeing is Utah -2.5 and the over under at 59.5. Man, what you got on this, bro?
I don't know, man. Little birdie on the street say Utah got that Rona, so I don't know. I don't know. They say Utah been spreading that Rona like
they getting down like that in Salt Lake City. Shout out to Rick.
Like love in the street. So we're gonna see, bro. But if I'm gonna get on this game, I'll probably take UCLA just off of the rumors. We don't have a large sample size on this. Who UCLA lose? They lost to Colorado.
They lost to Colorado.
At Colorado, they lost by 6. Yeah, I probably fade this game, but if I did take it just off the rumors alone, I probably jump UCLA +3.
Righteous. Okay. Yeah, I don't know enough about Utah outside of Salt Lake City and my boy Rick out there now.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, hey, if they spreading the Rona around like that, then yeah, you might have to jump on UCLA. I mean, because the information that we got basically said they barely had enough players to practice. So
right,
when you talking about putting in red shirt guys or guys that weren't intended to play this year, they were gonna red
exactly.
shirt, but now they don't have a choice but to get out on that field. They're not prepared for that game, and even though it's the first
Yeah,
game of the year, yeah, I might have to side with you on that and sprinkle a little UCLA love out there, man.
for
Yeah,
sure. I'll probably be fading that game
yeah,
to be honest. But if I did play it, I'll probably jump UCLA just off the rumors alone.
yeah. I wouldn't put that in a parlay. I think that's one of those where if I'm just still up because I got insomnia, um, or I'm on that Red Bull and and
Yeah,
some Tito's or something, I might be like, you know what? Let me go and throw something on this Utah, UCLA game, just to have
indeed,
something to watch it for. All right,
indeed.
so that's the coverage for the games that we have been looking at this week, man. But I don't want to leave the people like that, B. So what you got? What's your dog? What's your dog of the week, man?
They already took my dog of the week, man. I was rocking that Louisiana Tech, but that looks like
Oh
it's
yeah, that Rona got him.
let's postpone.
Yeah, that Rona got him.
Dog of the week. I mean, I had to jump on that SMU, but let me take a look real quick, see if I can't
Hmm.
pick something out real quick. The SMU for sure. Miami, we already talked about that. But the other dog of the week, I think Army is pissed off that they canceled what was it, the Army Navy they canceled, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were pissed about the Army Air Force. They were pissed at Air Force,
Army
man.
Air Force.
Yeah, they were pissed off
If
Air
we
Force, man.
picking dogs, yeah, we picking dogs. I think that Army is gonna go into
Yeah,
Tulane
that's good.
pissed off, and I think that they come out of there with the dub. I think that they put that Army strong vigor on Tulane and come out of there with the cover and the money line. So if I got to pick a dog, that's what I'm rocking with. If
Yeah,
if I can't have my Louisiana Tech, which it looks like I don't, but also I kind of like Texas Tech at home against Baylor. I don't think Baylor is what they thought they were going to be. So I think that they might get the cover at home also.
yeah. Hey, that's those are two legit dogs right there that got some bite in them, man. We've been riding Army for a while. I'm riding them now with this VA, but look, hey, we've been riding Army, man. They've been getting it done. But Tulane is also another team that we've been riding. This is kind of one of those, you got your brothers playing against each other. You don't know who to side with, but I like Army in this one as well, man. I think that's a good dog. I think, hey, what about a good little dog ticket? We put SMU, we put Miami, we put Army on there. You know,
Let's get it.
uh, I think that could be a sweet little three dog ticket.
I like it. Let's get it. I'm gonna put it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna put it on the Instagram shortly.
yeah. Let's put that on there. Look, I gotta let the people know. I mean, y'all know my dog of the week, the U, is on my ticket. But I'm gonna give y'all my buck nasty player hater of the week pick. NC State to beat Florida State just because I can't stand Florida State ass, man. But also, Florida State D tackle Wilson, their stud player, is out for the season, and I think that gives NC State, who has a dynamic offense, a little bit of a boost, and I think they can cover that 10 points at home. So if you with me and you a hater and you hate Florida State, I hate Florida State, I hate Ohio State, and I damn sure hate Alabama State. So I'm an Alabama
Yeah,
A&M Bulldog through and through. Hey, but that's my buck nasty player hater pick of the week.
let's
Um,
share.
B, what you got for the people before we sign off, man?
That's it, man. We're trying to get it going. Follow us on the gram. Follow us on YouTube. Let's get it. Let's break the bank.
That's right. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe. Make sure y'all hit the like. Make sure y'all drop a comment, man. We love to see what you sipping on, man. hey, what games y'all like? And if you do have a game you want us to cover, just hit us up, man. Picks, parlays, poison. This Parlay P with my brother over there from the 5th floor, B Magic. Hey, we out. Double salute, man. Love y'all.